Everyone, good evening, good morning. Welcome to this session. Today is about understanding how you can transition into data science, even if you don't have a tech background. So, um, before we get started, just let me know your introductions, just let me know your name and the city that you're from. We're also live on YouTube. So, in case you're joining us on YouTube, please leave us hi on the live chat and let us know you're here. So, audience on YouTube, if you have questions, make sure that you're using the live chat to interact with us. People on Zoom, use the Q&A box to interact with us. Hi, Roy. Hi, Ranjit. Yeah, good evening to you. Okay. Hi, Graham. Good morning to you. Samuel, hi. Yeah, just keep those introductions coming. My name is Aparna. I'm going to be your host. We've got Basil, who's going to take you through what you should do if you want to transition into data science. Victor, hi. Okay, Vaikunt, hi. Good evening. Yes, yes. All right. So how many of you are looking to transition? I'm assuming all of you, but quick yes or no. So are you looking to transition to data science? Just a quick yes or no will help. Yeah. Or if you're in data science, want to just grow, you can let me know as well. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Ibrahim, for your introduction. Just a quick yes if you're looking to transition. Um, into data science and pursue a career there. I'm assuming you also have a non-tech background. That's why, this session seems is relevant to anyone looking to transition. Okay, great. Most of you, most of you. That's nice. That's nice. So remember what I said. If you have questions, please use the Q&A box on Zoom, and we will take these questions towards the end. If you've put your question, do not worry. I mean, do not post it again. I'll be passing it on to our expert, and then he'll take these questions towards the end. Yeah. So the session is also being recorded. So let's say you missed something, couldn't hear something, do not worry. Firstly, the session is also being streamed on YouTube. So if you are already watching us there, great. But if you're not, I mean, you can always head to the YouTube channel and check out the recording towards the end. Or we'll give you a recording link and also a certificate that shows the proof of attendance. Yeah. So we'll do that in the next 24 hours. And for this, I'll give you instructions towards the end. Yeah. So now that the ground rules are set, you know what to do when you have a question. Quick question about your overall experience. We know what your domain is, but let me know how many years of experience you carry. Just a quick answer on the poll that I'm about to launch. So let me know, audience on YouTube as well, the 50 people that are watching us there. Let us know what your work experience is so that we understand you a little better. Okay. Okay. Great, great. Just keep those answers coming another 30 seconds. Thank you, Indresh, for your introduction. Thanks everyone else who's introducing themselves on the chat. It's great to have you here. It's okay if you don't have any experience. This session is relevant to actually such people, so do not worry. Just answer the poll. I mean, whatever experience you carry overall needn't be specific to data science or data analytics. Okay? Yeah. All right. All right. Great. Great. So I'm just going to end this poll here, and so it's an equal mix today. Slightly unusual. Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to keep these results live for our expert to see. Just a quick introduction of what Simplilearn is, and also I'll introduce our speaker to you today, and then we'll carry on with the session here, right? So Simplilearn offers skills in various domains. Data science and business analytics is just one of the many domains that you can choose. So you've got multiple courses, certifications. We've also got long-term programs. We've got some short-term programs as well. So you can check out these courses on simplylearn.com. And today in particular, we're going to be talking about the postgraduate program in data science. Yeah. So towards the end, I'll also take you through the enrollment steps. I'll also help you understand what the program is, how it is going to shape you and help you become a data science professional, along with, of course, what we've planned ahead with the session. Yeah. So if you've got questions about the course, remember, they'll be answered towards the end. And I will be sharing all the details for the course along with the link to the course page. Yeah, thanks everyone on YouTube as well for sharing your responses. Okay, so with that, let me introduce you to Bassel, who is our speaker today. He heads three very dynamic teams: marketing and growth, reporting, and also data quality assurance and automation. So he is our expert today. He's going to help you understand how you can transition into data science, probably some anecdotes from his experience as well. So he's also a Simplilearn trainer and a content creator, and he is a trainer for courses, including the ones for Caltech, CTME, and Purdue University. Right. So welcome, Basil, once again. I'll let you introduce yourself, and then we start off with the session.
Yeah, thank you, Aparna, for the introduction. Hello, everyone. Glad to be here, and thank you for having me. As Aparna mentioned, professionally, I lead multiple teams, mainly related for data analytics and data engineering. And our sole purpose is basically to build and manage advanced analytics using different techniques, different technologies, and work on the deployment and the production process to publish, whether it's a dashboard or application or a statistical predictive model, send that or share it with our stakeholders or clients. We have a variety of stakeholders. They're either healthcare clients, such as providers or hospitals, or our internal business users. So we build applications that are cutting edge and tailored for their needs, which empower them to provide data-driven decisions. And on top of that, as Aparna mentioned, I also have experience professionally in teaching and learning. So I've built a lot of tutorials and guides in my company that helped individuals with onboarding. And on top of that, I serve as a trainer and content creator for Simplilearn and supported multiple programs for Caltech, UTD, and Purdue University.
Thanks so much for your introduction, Basil. I think with this, let's proceed and understand what you should be doing to transition into this domain. So firstly, let's just understand why data science should be one's best career bet.
Yeah, very, very good question. And the fact that you are all attending today speaks volume. I think you guys have this question in mind right now. Why non-tech professionals are excelling in data science, or why are they interested in data science? And by the way, this is not just dedicated for non-tech professionals. If you already have background in tech, not necessarily in data science, but you've done software programming, you've done maybe some QA analysis for data, whatever it was in terms of a tech profession, this webinar is perfect for you because from there, we'll try to help answer any doubts you may have or misconceptions. But to take a step back, think about our technology, our evolving technology globally, not just for United States or Europe or any of the countries that are spearheading this technology. I would say this is important for all countries. There's a high demand across different industry, different governments to improve the tech, healthcare, and retail infrastructure. And in order to do this, we're having now this trend of doing decision making based on data, okay? Informed decision making. We no longer can rely on the gut check or the experience. Along with that, we have to use data because of the complexity of the advancement and the applications we have in today's world. We have to rely on data and facts to provide analysis and then decision making. So, well, all that to say, in order to provide such information, we have to hire individuals that we call data scientists and data analysts that can help us leverage that information. Okay. And with that, those data scientists need to have skills such as problem solving, communication, and domain knowledge. And if you think about it, let's say you are indecisive about this, you're not sure if this is the right field for you. There's still a big gain that comes out of this program or learning the data science skills. Those skills could be transferred to other industries. So again, problem solving, communication, and domain knowledge. There's a very important ingredients in every profession, not just data related profession. Okay. And on top of that, this will give you an average salary boost. And this is just a statistic. Obviously, it will differ based on your region from 50 to 70% post transition.
All right, all right. So how does one actually make the transition? What are the steps that they should be following?
Yeah, very good question. And I'm sure a lot of you have that question in mind and could be feeling overwhelmed. In the internet, the benefit of the internet, obviously, there's so much information, but that could also be overwhelming and taxing. So at Simplilearn, we try to help you with that, whether if you take our courses or if you watch these webinars, we can help you with taking steps to transition. And that's the key element, right? You have to break things down into components or smaller steps.
Mm.
So start with the basics. You can learn things like Python, Excel, or SQL, and these programming languages or tools will help you leverage the functionality that is needed for processing the information and then deriving insights from it. Okay. Some people prefer to skip learning how to code and they focus on applications like Excel or an interactive visualization tools like Tableau. That is fine. But if you want to dive deeper into advanced topics like machine learning, you definitely need to learn coding like Python. But you can start simple. You can just start simple with um, smaller applications over time. When you start getting more comfortable with learning and improving your data skills, you can improve or upgrade. So you upskill strategically, meaning you take courses in analytics, machine learning, advanced statistics, and visualizations. And then eventually, your main goal would be, in case, let's say, you're aspiring to be a data scientist and you want to get a job as a machine learning engineer, you can showcase your skills by building and sharing your portfolios that you accomplish throughout that journey, that sequential journey that we just mentioned.
All right, all right. So those are your steps on how you can exactly transition. So uh, this is how you can leverage what you already have. So maybe you could just highlight on how or what else someone can build along with knowledge.
Absolutely. So these soft skills and let's call this maybe knowledge or experience
Yeah.
that you've acquired throughout other professions in your life and it generally, day-to-day life, those are going to be important
Mm.
for this path. Why? Because a lot of them, if you think of it, they overlap into one main topic, curiosity. You had to be curious and ask questions, right? So, how do you gain industry knowledge? How do you gain soft skills or solve for a problem? Is by asking questions and investigating to do drill downs, right? So, having the curiosity will help you improve your existing skills. You're bringing this to the table as an industry knowledge. Let's say you are working in sales and you want to pivot and start getting into machine learning and leveraging machine learning for your sales analysis and providing prediction. Your industry knowledge will be very important to lead you through what is needed to deploy these applications. Okay, so soft skills, communication. In my lectures, I always emphasize that no matter how good you are in the technical aspect as a data scientist, let's say, or machine learning practitioner, if you cannot communicate your findings and results, you won't be able to gain results or traction to your project. So you need to be able to communicate very well. You need to have storytelling skills and be able to collaborate with other individuals. Okay. And then problem solving, I think this speaks volume of uh, why it's needed.
Mm, absolutely. That's I think true for any role, but more so for data scientists. So maybe you could just summarize and add more insights on how or what someone's roadmap should be for a non-tech professional.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a list of tools. That doesn't mean this is the list. This is
Mm,
probably the most common list, I would say. We
mm,
did a lot of studies on what is required by a lot of industries and a lot of companies. But just think about this, that you need two main components. You need the technical ones, and then you need the, think of this as the analysis tools. So you have, in terms of technical, think of this as learning programming languages like SQL or Python. But then you have also the basics with Excel. I always tell people who are just starting in the field, especially if you have experience in Excel, right? We may not use Excel in some of our courses, but just the familiarity of Excel and its applications will help you understand how to process data, what's needed to get the job done. Okay. So learn the basic data analysis using Excel, SQL, and Google Sheets. So obviously Excel come with a cost. So for if you are interested in using Google Sheets, it has similar functionality. Explore visualization tools. So things like Tableau, Power BI, these are two most popular visualization and dashboarding tools. Understand statistics and probability. Okay, so you need to start with the basics of statistical analysis. That way you can understand what elements you need to investigate and how to interpret the findings. Programming fundamentals, as I mentioned, there are two main languages that are popular in the uh, data science world. So Python and R. The one, if I had to pick one over the other, would be Python. It's becoming far more popular. And then obviously apply your knowledge in different applications using your domain expertise.
mm. Got it. All right. So I hope that makes it clear on what steps you can take. You could also tell us what the real life usage is for someone who's a data scientist.
Yeah, absolutely. So depending on the field, you will always find use cases that will show you the power of statistical analysis, deep drill down, and visualization. On top of that, machine learning applications. And I'm sure a lot of you are aware of that. You're already seeing the power of leveraging AI systems to provide predictions and provide insights. So for non-tech professionals using data science today, you can have a lot of examples like in marketing, you can use statistical analysis or data evaluation to look into different campaigns and their performances and evaluate which campaign is the most successful for a specific segment in your population or specific, let's say,
Mm.
uh, region, right?
Yeah.
So customer behavior is very important. Finance, risk management, and fraud detection. There are tons of applications of machine learning, how you could use that to figure out patterns or anomalies in financial transactions. So fraud detection is a very important application. Healthcare, Okay, this one is very relevant to me because I work in healthcare industry. So a good example is predicting patient outcomes using data trends, also managing the metrics, or let's say the level of health and well-being for patients.
Yeah.
HR, very popular applications is employee retention, prediction, and workforce analytics. So you can have maybe a model that could give you insights on which employees deserve the best bonus or the highest bonus, and so on. Retail, very important applications we have. You see Amazon recommendation, right? So the recommender system, there's a statistical model and machine learning application that is backing those systems to personalize the shopping experience.
Got it. Got it. Understood. So now maybe, I mean, you did cover these myths earlier as well. So what are some common myths that the learner should be aware of?
Yeah, let me touch on those again quickly. So I know some of you may have concerns about not learning how to code. Like I said, you can still achieve what you're looking for by, if you don't want to start with code. Like I said, advanced topics require some coding knowledge, but you can still achieve a lot without coding. So things like using tools like Power BI and Tableau. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, look it up. Those are powerful tools that help you build dashboards so you can derive very useful insights about your data. Okay. The other misconception or myth that we didn't get to cover is learning about math. Now,
Mm.
math is essential, obviously, to build these applications, but you can still be a user of deploying these applications with minimal knowledge in math. Okay. So understanding the concepts is enough to apply and deploy these applications. You don't have to build things from scratch. You no longer need to do that. A lot of these applications are packaged and ready to use. You can customize it and fine tune it still without an in-depth knowledge in math. So you don't have to worry about being an expert or a mathematician. Okay.
Mm. Got it.
You can't succeed without a tech degree. I think this one is very obvious. You see the
Mm.
revolution of um, online learning through different platforms, especially for Simplilearn, which is a leader in online training. So 40% of data professionals come from non-tech backgrounds, and they took courses online or they looked into tutorials and training websites.
Mm. Yeah, absolutely. Great, great. So why is it that someone should transition into data science now?
Yeah.
Mm.
So you can see the hype around AI and machine learning systems, especially with ChatGPT, tools like Google Gemini. So you can see the hype around that. And the reason why, because we are getting smarter at using these tools. We're getting smarter at improving these tools. And on top of that, we have a wealth of data. I think last time I looked at a statistic, maybe I'm a bit off here. The past 2 years of recording data surpasses the knowledge that we acquired in the past thousands of years. So that speaks volume about how much data we're collecting every day. We're collecting so much information, and that information needs to be processed. So all that to say, if you are looking into transitioning and being a data professional, now is the right time because you have a lot of tools at hand. You have access to so much information, okay? And you have a lot of businesses that are investing billions of dollars in data-driven decision-making solutions. Okay. And like I said, data has grown exponentially. There you go. You have a statistic here, 175 zettabytes by 2025. That's insane. That's a lot of zeros if you think about it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then hybrid remote work is becoming popular. That means it's so easy for you as a digital skill professional or a data professional to be able to get the job done working from home. And then the salaries are skyrocketing for data individuals, and especially for the ones that have advanced skill set in machine learning.
Right. Got it. So with that, I think we have covered most of these basic questions that people may have. But if you guys have more questions, specific ones to ask, please use the Q&A box, and you could let us know whatever your doubt is. But before we proceed ahead, let me just ask you this question about what exactly do you think is your blocker for pursuing a career in this field? Yeah. So it can be anything. It can be, the reason that you can't find a course, you find it difficult from recorded lessons or tutorials, or you don't have the practical exposure you need. You don't know how to, find a job, do the outreach process. It can be anything. I mean, just pick one of the four that you see. People on YouTube, you can also let us know whatever your reason is, and we'll let you know how this particular course is going to bridge that gap. Yeah. So just keep your responses coming for now. And while we talk about the course, we'll definitely also uh, take you through the curriculum and how exactly it fits into your aspirations of switching into data science. Yeah. And meanwhile, if you've already answered the poll, people have questions, please use the Q&A box. I mean, most of your questions are around your background and your career, which we covered today in the session. But if there's anything else, please let us know on the Q&A box. Yeah. All right. Great. So we've got responses, and more than half of you feel that you don't have the practical exposure you need uh, that helps you become job ready, right? So that's what majority of you feel. People on YouTube, also let us know what your thoughts are, what you feel is the blocker. So let me tell you how this particular program helps you bridge that gap and what does it exactly cover. So just some quick highlights. Remember that this program is launched in collaboration with IBM, and we've partnered with Purdue University for this course. So this is called the Professional Certificate Program in Data Science and Generative AI. Yeah. So along with the credentials of Purdue University and IBM, you understand all about how you can use generative AI in data science, and generally understand how you can use data and make decisions. You also get hands-on learning. So that's one of the biggest highlights of this course. You have access to 25 plus hands-on projects, and you have access to tools. Yeah. So, of course, you still have some time for sending in your applications for the course, but I encourage you to send them faster so that you get a decision faster as well. So, this is a 6-month online program that involves a lot of live sessions, a lot of live interaction with your peers, with the trainers as well. Yeah. So, I see some question on the Q&A box, so I'll take that in a while, just in a bit. Let me just help you understand what this program contains before that. Yeah. So, like I said, this program is in partnership with Purdue University online. So, you get a certificate from Purdue University and Simplilearn, and for specific courses that are launched in collaboration with IBM, you get certificates directly from IBM. Yeah. So, let's Basil, if you can just take us through the course curriculum and how it exactly helps someone transition, just like a quick brief or something.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just want to level set here is, as we mentioned, this program is designed to start from scratch, take you through the
Mhm.
steps, right? Because we understand you're pivoting from a non-technical background. So we're going to start, as you see, the very first topic is programming refresher. We'll
Mhm.
start with the programming foundations,
Mhm.
what you need to learn from programming. Now, obviously, we're not aiming to make you a software engineer.
Yeah.
What we want to do is teach you the skills that are needed to be a data professional successful at your data objective. So programming refresher is the first one. And then eventually we want to teach you about database management using SQL. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. And that is the go-to language to talk to databases, so to speak, and query information from it. And then on top of that, you can see gradually we move on to next steps. So things like applied data science with Python, machine learning, deep learning, which is a very advanced application of machine learning, generative AI, prompt engineering, and then all the other skills that are needed to perfect the art of AI and ML.
Got it. There are also some electives. Sorry, there's some problem with my screen. Yeah. So you've also got electives. Again, Bassel, if you can just take them through.
Yeah.
Of course, apart from the master classes, how the other electives are going to help them.
So the previous program, and this will explain why we have electives. The previous program has very comprehensive overview of all these topics. But in case some of you need to dive deeper and you're interested in a specific topic, you want to expand on it, we have electives that offer additional information. So things like data visualization using Power BI, we can cover that. Also, for the ones that are interested in learning a secondary language for data analysis like R, so Python will be the main theme for the main course or cohort, but then R could be an additional elective that will help you understand how data could be processed using a different language and will make you well-rounded with different skills, right? But these are some of the examples of these electives. And then on top of that, the last one is the additional applications of deep learning and computer vision. So think of this as the engines that drive autonomous vehicles, so object detection in traffic or image identification.
Got it. All right, all right. So in case someone is looking to download this course syllabus, you can take a look at this link. I'm sending this link on the chat, and I'm also keeping the chat box closed so that link does not go away. And of course, I mean, no, the course is not free. I'll also share the course fee in some time, but can you just highlight how these skills are relevant for someone? I mean, you've got a lot of experience in the industry as well, so you could tell them how these skills are relevant and why this course can really help.
Yeah, I mean, especially for the ones that have seen job postings online for data professions, whether it's for a data analyst or machine learning practitioner, data scientist, all of the above. These skills are very important. Okay, you'll see at the job posting, most of these skills that you see on the screen are being requested by the hiring manager or hiring company. So things like data visualization is very essential. You need to see or visualize the data in order to tell a story and present your findings to your stakeholders. Descriptive statistics, so you can dive deep into the elements of your data. Supervised and unsupervised learning. These are two main branches of machine learning. And you need to understand how you can comfortably choose which mechanism is appropriate for your application or objective. I'll pick one more, speech recognition, very popular topic nowadays because we're seeing the revolution or the emergence of ChatGPT based models that can do very well at speech recognition. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Got it, got it. So also just to answer this question, I mean I mean the concern that most people had was that they don't have hands-on experience. So how are these projects usually how does one go about them, and how does this really help bridge that gap of practical exposure?
Yeah, very good question. And I think that's one of the most important feature of the cohorts that we offer is that we have diverse applications or industries for these projects. So for example, we'll show you how you can develop an e-commerce application where it's a shopping app where a person can basically, and this is an exercise for Python, by the way,
Mm.
basically can build an application. They can add items to their cart or remove items, right? Adjust quantity and so on. Another application that is more related to data science and machine learning, we have an application of an HR application, which will help you understand and analyze the behavior of your employees, the turnover analysis. So which employees are leaving the company and why. And another application I can think of that's very practical is financial analysis, anomaly detection. So for the ones that are familiar with the finance world, we process thousands of or millions of transactions, and you need to build a system. These companies or banks, they need to have a system that
Yeah,
can spot anomalies and fraudulent transactions.
yeah. All right. Got it. Got it. Great. So, like I mentioned, you have the opportunity to interact with your peers, interact with your trainers. You also have, sessions that involve clarifying doubts, and also you can take a look at recordings if you miss a class. And along with this, you have 24/7 support from our, LSM. So you basically have a dedicated cohort manager that'll help you with all the queries that you have, anything about the course, anything about your progress, you could reach out to them, right? So you'll be given access to all of this via a learning app. So you will be, given these credentials once you enroll. Okay. So just a quick profile on who your program trainers are and who your program advisors are. Of course, you can check their profiles out with the link that I've sent. And remember that this is a job assist program that comes as a complimentary service to the enrollment in the course. This is not in any form a placement guarantee or something, but we assist you in finding job opportunities. So the assistance in the form of building your profile, helping you reach out to, basically spotlighting your profile on IM Jobs. And if you're in the US, Talent Inc., you get a pro membership free for 6 months. And that's how your profile will be highlighted and to potential recruiters. Yeah. So we already talked about why you should be pursuing data science and why it's in demand right now, right? So I don't think we need to highlight that. But let me just quickly come to the process of sending in your application. So once you click on apply now, you will be directed to a form. All you need to do is to submit an application and wait for the admissions team to call you, give you all the details, and also if you are selected, you will be given an admissions offer, and then you pay the fee, and then you're a part of the cohort, right? So there's no need to have a tech background per se, but just some basic understanding of programming and maths is all you need. Okay. So this is the course fee, 1,70,000 rupees. Of course, this will change when you look at it from a different region, and these are your financing options if you are from India again. The reason I'm showing you this is so that, we put these questions to rest. Please make sure you check the course page out in whatever region you are in, and you might be able to see financing options specific to your region as well. Okay. The best person to answer questions about discounts and what discounts are available is your learning advisor. So if you've selected a yes on the poll that I launched a while back, you should be expecting a call from the learning advisor tomorrow. Yeah, and they'll help you out with discounts. So remember that these discounts are valid for very, very limited time. So if you have selected a poll, you might be asked to take a decision really soon on your enrollment. Of course, if you meet all these eligibility criteria. Okay, right? So that's just a bit about the course. Now let's look at questions. Okay, please start posting your questions if you have any. We've got one question. Okay, so you're already working in TCS. How can you get, or how do you switch to data science? I think we covered that, Ranjit, uh, in the session. But Basil, do you have anything to add to what you already said?
Yeah, I think like you said, we covered it in detail, but
Mm.
let me think about this. Maybe you just have to basically think about your industry and think about what's needed in your industry to take it to next level. And
Yeah.
from there, like I said, back to the main topic, be curious about what can be done and thrive for innovation. So from there, start thinking about what solution is suitable for that goal. And your knowledge in data science and data analytics will help you achieve that.
Yeah. Got it. I hope that answers your question, Ranjit. We have a question from Martini. Okay. Is it better to get data science skills through certifications, or does it help more if we have hands-on projects?
Why not both? I think the certificate offers also hands-on experience for data science projects. So you'll get exposure to both, actually. You get the certificate and the hands-on experience.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense. People on YouTube, if you've got more questions, please let us know. And while we're waiting for more questions, let me quickly ask you your full names for getting your webinar certificate. So in case you want to share this certificate on social media, you're more than welcome to do that. You can also tag Bassel on LinkedIn. I've shared his profile as well. I did that in the beginning of the session. And while you enter your names, please make sure that you enter your full name and do not give your email ID or anything else, because then we won't be able to send your certificates. So this incident happened just last week, and we sent out only 30 certificates for a class that had 150 attendees. Most of them entered their email IDs or their device names. So just to avoid that, make sure you actually enter your full name and nothing else. Answer the poll question, Darshana. That's how you'll get your certificate. Someone has a question here. Will US companies actually hire US workers in data science? I feel most companies, okay, are interested in hiring Indians for lower wages. Okay. I
I can
have
take that one.
no, huh?
I can address that one quickly. So that interesting question to say the least, but I
Yeah.
can promise you, if you have this skill set, it doesn't matter where you're from, and if you can showcase your skills and you're needed, it's all about demand and supply if you think about it. People are willing to pay more for the best skills, especially in today's world.
Yeah, yeah. That's true.
So yeah.
Yeah. And I hope you find an opportunity in the US where we posted that question. I hope you find a suitable opportunity very soon. All right. Any more questions that you guys have? Otherwise, please make sure you enter your name in the poll that I've launched. All right. Okay. So I think while we close, anything else that you would like to share, Basil, any other information, advice that you have?
Yeah, before I jump into that, I do see a good question actually just
Yeah.
pop.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is the most difficult challenge you have encountered as a data professional?
Yes.
I would say, I can think of a few, but let me bring up the first one that comes to mind. The first one comes to mind would be dealing with bad data. That is a big challenge to a lot of data science and machine learning professionals because data, think of this as the essence of every machine learning and predictive model. Um, so you need to make sure that you either do the cleaning yourself or um, request or ask whatever vendor that provided the data. If you realize that the data has issues, request them to clean the data for you or organize it better. So that would be one challenge. Another challenge is I've seen some people struggle with expressing. If you remember back to the point we talked about communication as a very important skill, people struggling with explaining their objective and their results to a various audience, or when I say various, various background, an audience with various backgrounds. So you need to be careful about how you can put your presentation together. You can't go very technical. You can't go very broad. You have to be understand your audience. That's my recommendation. And then present them to exactly what they're looking for. So these are the two main challenges. Now, obviously, there are plenty of more, but these are the two main ones I can think of right now.
Amazing. That's actually
Yeah.
a very good question. We've got another question. Someone is pursuing BSc data science, wants to become a data analyst. Do I need to learn coding? I mean, we answered that question, but again, I leave that to you, Bassel.
I would say based on
Hmm.
the industry now demands 100% that you need to learn coding if you want to. I mean, think about it this way. It depends on the level of expertise you want to achieve, or let's say the higher the level. So like there are levels. There's the entry level consultant or entry level data analyst, and then there's a very professional advanced analyst, and then there's the highest level of analyst. If the higher the level, the more requirements you have in terms of skills. So you need to definitely, if you want to achieve the highest level of individual contributor as a data analyst or even a manager, you need to learn how to code. Okay.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Someone on YouTube has a question. Akshay, I think your question is more on the eligibility for the course. So if you are a diploma holder, I suggest you actually pursue an undergrad degree because I'm not really sure, but you can still give in your application for the course and see how it goes. Yeah. So usually an undergraduate degree is preferred. Okay. We have another question. Would you advise a non-tech physician to move into healthcare data analytics?
Would you advise? I didn't get the first part of the question. Would you
Uh,
advise?
so basically, he's asking if
Okay,
you
I
would
see.
advise a non-tech physician manager. So he's a physician, he or she is
Uh-huh.
a physician, and would you advise them to move into healthcare data analytics? That's their question.
Yeah, as usual, this is a very personal question, and it depends on your need, what you're looking
Yeah.
for. If you're
Yeah.
very interested in the industry, I think data analytics is for everyone. What
Yeah.
I can tell you that could encourage you is that your expertise as a physician's manager will be very, very useful when you're trying to interpret the data and investigate it, right?
Mm.
Because you have the domain knowledge.
Mm. Yeah. I hope that answers your question, Aris Khan. I hope that gives you some clarity. And also, thanks so much, everyone, for giving in your names on the certificate poll. Great, great. Now, let us understand how we can do better, how you like the session. Just a quick rating would help us understand how we did, and also just leave a small note on how we can do better. Okay, great. If there's nothing else, I think we'll just wrap up in the next 2 or 3 minutes. It was great bringing to you this session. Uh, just keep following us for more such updates on sessions around data analytics, on data science. We're also doing another webinar on how you can ace your data analyst interviews. That's coming up later part of the month. If you'd really like to receive these updates, you can be a part of our WhatsApp community. I mean, most of you, I think, are already a part of it, but in case you're not, uh, let me send you the link, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Martini has one more question. Okay. This is the question that we commonly see. What specific role in data science is the most promising? How's the world evolving technically?
Specific role in data science. I mean, the data scientist is a role.
Yeah.
So that pretty much encompasses all the skills that we talked about.
Hmm.
Now, a lower position, I would say, is a data analyst. And the difference between the two would be a data scientist can deploy machine learning applications. Data analysts cannot, they only focus on the data, interpreting it, building dashboard and visualization, and doing some, I would say, preliminary statistical analysis. So think of data scientist as a more advanced form of a data analyst.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. I think that pretty much gets us to the end of the session. I've also shared the link to the WhatsApp community in case you haven't already joined. Please join us there. And if you've expressed interest in our course, expect a call tomorrow. Yeah. All right. Great. Then it was great having you as well, Bassel. Thanks so much for your time
Thank you for
today.
having me.
Yeah, yeah. And thanks to all the learners who took the time out to understand how they can pursue a career and what they should do. I hope you will take these insights and actually implement them later on and also, join in one of these courses that we have. All right, great. Thank you so much, people on YouTube as well. Have a great day.